Doing over here,
Do you mind
Jerry?
getting my cup from down there?
See this dude. I'm all locked in. Hold on.
Locked in. Cut the umbilical.
I'm over here already live in it.
He says we're live, but half the time,
I'm live on Facebook.
Well,
right
you
now.
look dead, Doug, but you're live, okay?
What's up, everybody?
I'm
over here.
looking. I'm looking.
I'm at Hamilton Radio over here with Douglas. Am I allowed to say your name?
We may or may not. MAX. That's who you're with. Hello.
Doug Max.
I
Jerry.
don't know about these headphones, Doc.
The video's going to look nice, Jerry, when I finish editing. It's taking forever to edit it, but it's going to look dope. Trust me. This is Doug
You know
Max.
something? You and I should be
Jewish,
sitting in
but he
different
hates
seats.
black people.
Try the other headphones.
What?
Try them headphones.
You and I should be sitting in different seats.
I like my...
Because I'm deaf in my left ear,
Working?
in my right ear.
I'm doing a podcast
Yeah,
with
it
a guy
works
who
fine.
can't hear out of one ear. The ear that's closest to me.
Did you say something? Oh, now we're on. Okay, so
Headphones
how about...
on.
I don't want to see him. Okay.
Doug's got
We,
porn
we are
on his-
actually live. Hang on. This is exciting.
There, look.
Hello, Facebook world. Hello.
Hello.
Now, I'm going to
people in
start...
Facebook
I'm
land.
I don't know if I should do this, but I'm going to start a watch party. Okay?
Doug look.
And...
What's up, cousin Munch? Hey, Munch, don't this dude look creepy like he go around in vans and not allowed near schools? Don't it look creepy? Hi, Allie. Yes.
Okay.
Councilman was good.
Hey, it appears like we've got we're on.
We are live.
Now we
on-
can officially say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Welcome to Funny Talk with Mongelli and Max. This is a special edition
Damn right.
because not only don't we have Tom Mongelli, we have Gerald Benford.
That's right.
That's him right over there.
You need a laugh track. You need a laugh track. And you need a cheer track, too.
I need to turn off the sound. They tell people that all the time. When they call into a radio show, turn off the radio. Anyway, we're not technically competent.
Doug smokes crack.
I asked you to keep that quiet. Funny Talk with Mongelli and Max is
Yeah.
sponsored by J. Irwin Productions. If you want a comedy show, if you want a fundraiser, you want to make money, you want a random comedian to come to your dining room and perform for you like you got some sort of mental problem, write to Jack at jirwinproductions.com. What happens in J. Irwin Productions stays in J. Irwin Productions. Have
So
you ever
creepy.
performed in did you ever have somebody come to you and want you to perform in an odd place?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
All the time. I'm always performing like weird, crazy places.
Gerald,
Like
this is...
Doug Max's podcast, this creepy podcast. he's
No,
got
I
going.
meant like, Gerald, this is kind of a fancy neighborhood. Would you mind performing from the cupboard? That kind of thing?
So, yeah, I told you, he's high on barbiturates and narcotics.
It adds up over the years.
Oh, God, he's got... What are you doing with the...
I haven't seen you in
Oh,
so
look.
long. I didn't know how we'd get along, and so I brought along the saxophone, just in case we. Would you signal me if you think the radio show is suffering? Because I trust your comedy. I trust your comedy instinct. If you think we need a little sax, let's come up with a little signal.
Let's have a little sax.
Oh, by the way, you know who we're forgetting?
Oh!
What's his name? My partner of years and years, the guy I grew up in comedy with from the day one. I met this guy, my partner on the radio show.
What the hell are you talking about?
Doc, what's the name I'm looking for?
This guy's a sucker.
Tom Mongelli.
Thank Tom.
Tom Mongelli.
Tom Mongelli. We call ourselves Funny Talk with Mongelli and Max. Although if you look on the screen, it only says Mongelli because he picked a font that is totally inappropriate for this. Every show he does something.
He's
Pick a smaller font.
an asshole. That's what he is.
Quiet. It's family friendly.
Whose family's on here? Is it really a family friendly show?
Not
Give
any-
me
Not
a
any-
definite. Tell me right now what I can't say. Just say.
You can't say the F. You can't say any of the words that begin with those bad letters. Oh, listen. Tom isn't here because he's sick. Doc, answer the call.
What's up,
Hey, Doc.
Hello, caller.
I put you right through, Tom.
Who is this?
What's that?
We're on Hamilton Radio, the Negro and the Jew. What's going on? We're doing it right tonight. What you got to say?
I'm calling it in.
Who is this?
This is Tom Mongelli.
Yo, what's up, Tom? You know there's a Tom Mangelli on this show, too.
What's that?
Tom, you sound horrible. What's going on, Mr. Mangelli?
How you doing, Gerald?
I'm doing good. Why are you not here? What's going on, man? What's popping?
What's popping? I'm a little under the weather tonight.
You're a little under the weather. What's wrong? You got the flu?
I think I might have the beginnings of it, yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Okay,
well,
way to bring the show up. Thanks for calling, Tom.
Get him the hell out of here.
Sure.
Thanks
Bye.
for calling, Tom.
Get somebody.
God.
See
You
ya.
know how long I waited to have a show without him?
Get somebody on the phone that's interesting. Let's talk to somebody who's nasty on this family-friendly show. The show we can't say any of the good words on. What are the good words that we can't say? Tell me what I can't say before I say it, because I'm about to say it. Who's laughing?
Haven't you ever? You've performed in a family-friendly venue.
Yeah, but
You can pretend you're on Johnny Carson in the 70s, okay? You can use innuendo, but you can't put anything in anybody's innuendo.
well, it's kind of the same as Johnny Carson's show. He was racist, and
Was he?
yeah, he was racist.
Was
We all
he?
know he was horrible. Now let's get back to it. So I can't say the F-bomb. I can't say the C word. I can't say.
Don't be more offensive than me. How
Can-
about that?
Okay, so I can say certain things, right? I can just
I mean, you can tell stories about, and instead of saying I did this,
Well, let's talk about-
you use a more family acceptable word that a 5-year-old wouldn't otherwise go up to mom.
Well, all the 5-year-olds I know say anything anyway, so we're gonna just have some fun. First thing we want to know is, Doug, are you seeing anyone right now? Let's talk about that.
I am very happily in love with a lovely woman. who I
Nice.
met
Yes, give it up for Doug.
Met,
Yes, a nice, lovely woman. This is new
4
for
and
you.
a half
This
years
is new
ago.
for you.
And we've been happily together in those 4.5 years. Probably a good, like a good 3 and
Doug, you're boring me.
3.9
Doug,
years.
when did you have your first sexual experience with this woman? Let's get right into it. Let's get. And this was the song he made love to.
Do you know how hard it is?
Actually, that's when she was blowing his
this
flute.
is what happened. This girl was so hot. Tom, I'm sorry if you're listening. I'm sorry for hanging up on you.
To
I'm
hell with
sorry,
Tom.
Please call back. We miss you. I love you.
Tom's got a case of
I love
herpes that he
you.
got
I'll
from a
remember-
hooker.
Please call Tom. We need you on.
I'm a little under the weather.
We need your voice.
You ain't under the
Please,
weather. You're
I'm
just waiting for
sorry,
that bump to go down.
I'm sorry we hung up on you. Please call back.
Gonorrhea only lasts for 2 weeks.
Sound like he was under Bertha.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know how
Doug
hard it
would have
is
been a
to
man
make love
back in
with a woman
'84.
when you have a saxophone in your mouth?
I don't know about putting that saxophone in my mouth. That don't even look like a real saxophone. That looks like you made that
This
shit.
is a
Oh, shoot. You made that
1940s
shoot.
This is older than you, buddy. This is a 1940s era.
You look like somebody that
boofer.
would have a saxophone
Did you like those
in a
sounds?
creepy van down by the river,
Did you
playing
like
a
those sounds,
saxophone,
person we don't
getting
have in the
wayward women
audience?
as they jog by. Oh my God! I was attacked by a guy with a saxophone.
Doc, thank
was
you
trying
for
to tell me
fixing our
jokes.
time, by the way. Tom, I'm sorry. Please call back. Our
He
whole
was-
show is going to be about my guilt
He was
now.
playing the theme to Love Boat on his saxophone.
So I want to tell the story of the first time we met. Whether Tom calls back and interrupts us or not.
He was in the van by the
Do you
river, and I was
remember-
jogging by.
I don't want to. Do not use the name of the podcast we were on because I don't want to.
I don't even remember the name of the podcast we were on.
We met at the Cove.
We met at the Cove. We were doing comedy,
You're on, Tom, you're
and
They were trying to attack me.
you put Tom back on.
You just told me to put Tom back on.
Nobody told you. Hang up on his ass right now. Hang up. Hang up.
Wait, is he on?
Hang up.
You told me to put it back on. He's been calling.
Doc, if I do
Whose
this,
show is this?
it means
said, "Whose show?"
lose him, right? But don't let him know. Just, if I do that, it means we had enough with him.
This used to be my show. Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Tell him what actually is wrong with you, because your voice sounds horrible. Your throat sounds like it's clogged up with some stuff. Where was this hooker you purchased? Where was she from?
Wait.
She's done
Am I
some
on the
major
air?
damage to your esophagus.
They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. There were like 3 women trying to get to Tom's heart.
Doug's going.
They've been
Doug's going to
slowly
hell, and
digesting.
Doug's going to hell.
Are you kidding? He does a joke about eating his mother.
Oh, Tom Mongelli's going to
Is he on?
the clinic.
Doug, the way you say it, it sounds perverse.
This is what we're doing here, folks.
The way I say it, it sounds perverse. I'm
still
reading
holding
what
the
you
saxophone.
wrote, buddy.
Look at this. Put that damn saxophone down, you creepazoid.
Tom, what do
He
you think
actually
of
plays
the...
it out of his ass, too. Could you do that?
Stop. Do you think this...
Doug, do you practice safe sax?
Do I practice safe sax? For our European listeners, that was another
He
example
does
of American humor.
He does practice safe sex. He makes sure no police around while he's doing it. See?
you sing
And the
that?
sad
Do you
part
know
is he
that?
actually dresses up as Dorothy while playing that tune down by the river in a van while chasing wayward women as they jog the night away.
You got a lot going on in that sentence.
That's right, baby. That's how we're doing. We're live on, the hell's the name of the show again? Funny Talk with Mongelli and Max. Yeah. You change that.
And callers, if you call in,
Mr. Producer, could you change it to Funny Talk with Gerald B. and just eliminate all them for the night? Could you do that,
you better not.
please?
You remember the last incident we had with you free-forming it out there?
Just do it. Just change the whole name of the show.
We had an incident last time. We don't want a recreation of that. He's got it typed. It's beautiful.
They had an
Gerald,
incident.
it's a radio.
Funny
They
for no damn
90% of the people, 100%.
That's right. Funny,
they're
funny
they're
for
not
no
seeing
damn
this.
reason. Huh?
We
And
we
I
have to do
want
this.
to say that Doug should be known as not funny for a lot of reasons.
Doug is insanely and scary, sick, nasty. There's
You
a whole
missed
bunch
that.
of terminology.
You're funny
you
for
should
no
see.
damn reason. He said, I'm not funny for a lot of reasons.
That's actually funny. That is funny. We should bring the producer in here. Producer, why don't you come in and put both our names on the show and then kick Doug into the other room? Ah, hilarious. So, Doug, tell me a little bit about yourself besides the fact that you had sex exactly 1 month after the day you met this woman.
I don't know how long it was, and listen,
This is family radio, Doug, so be careful what you say. We don't need the complete details. What do you find is important when looking for true love in your life? What do you find is an important key factor?
Well, Gerald, a lot of people have different views on this. My preference has always been women.
Okay, we'll
start
start there.
there.
But what secures a relationship for you? What makes a good relationship? Trying to make this shit pretend like it's some real shit. Trying to pretend like talk to me, Doug. Tell me.
Well, what makes it good for me is... Okay. If this is going to be a trap.
Doug looked like he was.
So I'm trying to think if I want to answer you
70s.
sincerely or do my comedy. What should I do?
want a
Tom, what should
sincere
I... Please
answer.
help me, Tom.
I want a real answer. Give me the real answer. Like, what do you look for in a
Doug, you're
woman?
beyond
Like,
help.
oh Lord, Tom's back again.
I want a woman...
Tom's
So I
Tom's
want a
gonna
woman
infect
who...
the whole phone line. We're all gonna get this feline AIDS he has. Tom's in some nasty stuff, man. Feline AIDS. We don't need to go any further than that. Look at Doug's like, you are never invited to my show again. You are never coming to my family-friendly show.
That was the look. Let me just...
Mommy, what is feline AIDS and how do men get them?
It's a long story, Timmy.
Yeah, that was my look. Doc, you have a pen and paper? I want to put that look in writing. Doc, you got the number for animal control.
Sex is a very important part of the relationship, Doug, is what I'm trying to say.
And because I'm deaf, I thought she said sax, and
And he
she
brought
was
a
very
saxophone
upset
in the
with me.
bedroom.
I was kidding. He
Right
wanted
here, we
me
have
to invite
this is
him
the
off
producer
the show.
of the show right
I'll
here.
invite him off on a piece of toilet paper.
That's the producer of the show. You might have remembered him. He was the father on
Doc,
on
everyone,
Family
Doc.
Ties. He was the father on Family Ties. What do you do?
You could possibly have
without
already
us?
you could possibly have already caused our being banned in like 5 or
I
7
think what I've done is brought the show to a
Yugoslavian
different
type
level.
countries.
Because I want, first of all, what kid is listening to us right now in this family-friendly audience at 9 p.m.? Oh, we got audience all around the world.
It's the afternoon in Hawaii. It's, people
Ain't
are
nobody listening to our ugly
in Italy.
behinds.
They're having espresso in their digestiva and
Any
getting
kid that
ready for
just
bed.
tuned in and went on their Facebook and saw 2 old ugly men on there was like,
I don't want to watch this. This is horrible.
so we should be able to talk some nasty ish. Doug, tell me something spicy. Let's talk feline AIDS. Let's talk down by the river in a van. Let's get funky with this. Let's get nasty. And don't put Tom back on. Tom's got other issues right now. He's got to go to find out how to get kibbles and bits removed from his ass right now.
Tom, I told you rice. Just boiled
Is
rice.
Tom still around? Where's Tom at? Is he? Tom's funny. Tom looked like he's naked, being naked in a tub and still wearing a goddamn hat on his head. Does he? I'm sure you've been in intimate.
Gerald,
moments.
I hate to say this, but I think if Tom was naked in a tub, I think it would, suction would.
Yeah, the ass cheeks.
I don't know that he has the strength
It's true. He does have a
to
vaginal
like
passage built into his anus. No, I don't know. It does.
So yes, so
for the 3
radio
kids that are
audience,
watching.
I made a face. Let me explain to you again what that. What was that face, Gerald? You're a smart guy. Come on.
Kids,
What was that? Oh,
go to bed.
What was that face?
If you're a kid, do not listen to
What kind
the
of family do you come from?
Mongelli and Max show.
Has Gwyneth Paltrow normalized our talking filthy and disgusting because she wants
No,
to,
we're
to
grown
do a
ups.
candle company around disgusting and vile?
Any-
Gwyneth, I always used to
any
like
kid-
you. I was very disappointed about
Any
that.
kid that's listening to this is like creepier than you, Doug.
They're trying to learn English. They're huddled around
they're
in a
not.
yurt in Ethiopia.
Or yurt? I thought yurts were in the Netherlands. Are there yurts in the Netherlands?
Are there nerds? This is not Dr. Seuss. I'm talking global, real stuff.
That was real
They're
stuff.
trying to learn English. You're not helping them. Kibbles and bits out of his you-know-what parts.
I'm sorry.
How
No
is
more
that
kibbles
helping
and bits.
the
We're not talking any more
And
nasty,
these
disgusting
people are
stuff
starving, and you're giving him an image of kibbles and bits in his butt.
in his butt. No, say ass.
Do it with a little flavor,
Little
seasoning.
decorum.
I think this started because you wanted spice.
I like spice. I like to just get nasty and ornery when I do comedy.
know.
Forget all that clean stuff. Let's just get down to the nitty gritty.
I admire that.
Let's talk the real stuff.
Okay.
Doug, the first
Doc,
time.
get a muzzle or something, okay? We got I don't know, you got a battery? A 9-volt battery?
Now, Doug, I've known you for 7 years now, and there's 2 things I know about you. There's 2 very specific things I know about you.
Old and Jewish.
Number 1, you are Jewish. And the other thing is that mole that you have that's very close to your right testicle.
Yes.
That's shaped like Stalin.
Yes.
It's a little circular.
It's actually
it's red.
if you look
but it has
closer-
a hair growing out of it, which is very interesting.
That's actually, if you look
And
at
I
it
only know
closely-
this because when he pees in the urinal, he actually takes his pants all the way off. He's just disgusting.
Okay, there's some. Let's
And he
see,
has a
what's the good
saxophone
comeback
when he
to that?
pees in the urinal.
Yeah. Gerald,
I love making
where
Doug
are you? Okay, come
uncomfortable
back.
and quiet.
Come
We'll
back,
be right
Gerald.
back.
All right,
we're
you've
going
been
to our
listening
newest
Funny
sponsor.
Talk with money. Our newest sponsor, Pumo.
When you want to take it from the back, but you just don't know. Pumo.
No, it's a pumice stone for your heels.
Oh, that's a real thing?
Do you ever pumice stone your heel?
Oh, baby, my heels are beautiful. My heels
I
are
actually, I
fantastic.
wrote down in my notes preparing for the show that I thought if we got desperate, we could talk about male grooming tips.
Male grooming tips.
And all the women listening would appreciate it, and maybe some guys would learn a thing or two.
That's our new sponsor.
Trim your nose hair, guys. Look in a mirror before you go out on a date. Okay?
Trim your,
You don't want
trim your ass hair.
If
That's
you see
important.
if it looks like a sea urchin in either your nose or your ear, get to work. Okay? You're going on a date.
And get all those straggly hairs off of your nipples around the areola section, guys. Come on. We want to look good for the ladies. Summer 2020. Get everything clean and crispy. Get all those little hairs removed. Make everything nice. If you have an outie, push it in. We want to look good going into 2020. If you got pancake ass, work it out.
Can you push an outie in?
I don't know.
And have it stay for any length of time?
I think you can. It depends on your diet. The important thing is 2020. This is our year, guys. We want to be right for the ladies.
What do we want? What else do we want?
Man titties. Get rid of them. I don't know how you get rid of man titties, but do whatever you need to do. Run, jump. I don't know. Tie them back.
Do they
whatever
make
you
a
need to do.
Spanx for men?
I don't know. I saw a dude with man titties and I'm still like, I can't, the vision doesn't leave. When you see a man with real man titties, like, that shit is real. Like they're not going anywhere. Like when he moves, they have a slight delay. Like if he makes a quick turn to the left, the nipples go, oh, we need to go too. And then they just kind of sway. Like no man should have man titties like that. How do you get rid of man titties, though?
I learned a long time ago from a guy in a paint store. I heard you. This is actually a response to that, by the way.
Okay.
He said women are attracted to color and men are attracted to movement. And that's why you're seeing this man tit move in slow motion. You were so focused on it.
It was there. It was a lot of movement. It is scary because the nipples were completely facing down, like they were ready to be milked by baby cows. Man titties with nipples pointing down with girth to them. Like, it was just
So, Gerald, somebody told me you're into baking. Would you talk to us a little bit about your baking?
Can I finish my man titty story first?
Okay, get to the milk and then segue over quick with the eggs and the sugar. Okay?
I'm kidding. I'm gonna get off man titties.
You're going to get off on man titties?
Again, yes, I am gonna get off on man titties.
Okay.
Now, if you got man titties that are real nice, that's a different
Well.
thing. But if you don't take care of them, that's where the problem is. Titties are very important to men, even if they're your own.
Okay, well,
Baking.
I think a lot of women listening to the show are going to be very disappointed, Gerald.
All 11 of these
Especially
women are pissed
after I
off
tell
right
them
now.
the story about the time we met after the polar bear swim. You know, you jump into the Atlantic Ocean when it's Memorial Day, so the water is like 50 degrees, and you know what happens when men get into cold water. But Gerald, no.
Stayed the same size.
They were coming from. They had heard the story.
It's
And they were
pretty cool,
coming, they
though.
were migrating from down the boardwalk with binoculars and cameras.
By the thousands. They
Because
came
they
up
had
and they
heard-
say, no shrinkage. Wow. We didn't think it was possible. This guy has no shrinkage. He just dove into ice cold water, and the penis was 11 inches going in, 11 and a half coming out. How did it actually get bigger? It froze to the size.
and water expands.
The additional
That's it.
half inch was
That's,
from
that was-
the testicles that shrunk up to the size of squirrel nuts.
What kind of family do you come from? Okay? What kind of family? Do you not have children, or ladies as opposed to,
And the sperm was like just frozen.
Stop it!
Like that.
Unless it's about a whale.
It was a whale. It was a whale with two tiny little beluga nuts.
Tom, would you please call in and stop him? Can you?
Tom's got
leave
other issues. Tom's trying to get rid of that hack. He's trying to get rid of that disgusting whore hack he has. Where's Tom? Put Tom
Okay,
on.
I
Can
hope-
anybody else call
Doc,
in?
are you sure Tom isn't trying to call back in?
Call us right now at 609-807.
Call him back and see how
2492.
he's feeling.
Call and I'll tell you. I'll give you some advice.
Call in for the great Gerald Benford.
I'll give you any advice. Look, y'all need to call in at 609 807 2492. You call in. You ask us any disgusting question that is family friendly. It's got to be disgusting yet family friendly. Dave Hodge. We got Dave Hodge on my live right now. Dave, I want you to call in the radio station 609 807 2492.
This is Gerald.
Oh, there it is.
Are you
Big over.
feeling? Are you feeling uncomfortable being alone with me now, making comedy?
Doug,
do you feel insecure?
I'm only uncomfortable where
your
your right hand is right now.
You're
That's the only
uncomfortable
thing
with
that's
me. What
making me
about the
uncomfortable.
stories of you've been talking?
Doug, those
Okay,
are
well,
family
I-
friendly.
I might have
This
started.
is a family show. For those little family in Hawaii you was talking about, little creepy kids sitting around listening to two old men. If you if you walk in a room and your kid is watching me and you doing podcasts, you've already done some bad parenting.
Well, can I tell you something? He's already done this. He told the story. He loves watching movies. So he
I bet he is watching a movie right now.
No, he told me of a time he went to go and see like Finding Nemo. He was the only adult by himself. You know what everybody else is, these little groups of kids.
Yeah,
he was the only, and I'm like, Tom, you went to see Finding? He goes, yeah, everybody's looking at you funny. Everybody's looking at you funny. Of course everyone's looking at you funny.
No, they were looking at him because he went and painted his penis orange and black and said, hey, who wants to find Nemo?
I'm sorry, I hit. This is the first time in Funny Talk with Mongelli and Max history that I have hit our guest. I apologize.
I apologize.
It's going to happen again. I guarantee you. And it's not going to be a little tap. How long have you been doing stand-up?
This guy's having a ball out there.
Yeah. He's our fan.
I've been doing.
He's the fan of the
Doug's
show.
trying to stifle me and divert
How long?
me to some PG.
Answer. Wait.
I've been in comedy 13 years.
13 years.
I apologize for the Finding Nemo.
And how long
joke.
into it did you get your first laugh? Did you stun them at the first open
I
mic?
stunned them at the first one.
Were they all?
All
were
of
they
my
all,
friends laughed.
Their mouths were open, like,
They
oh my
were-
God, he said that.
Belly laughing, and that was it. And
And you're like, I like this. They have to be
Finding
quiet.
Nemo.
They have to be quiet, and I get to say
Look at
whatever I want.
okay. Now let's get serious, Doug. Let's talk about
Finding
something.
Tom Mongelli at a Finding Nemo. And then the
He's so
next
nasty.
week, the same people are looking at me funny. I wanted to see Mary Poppins. Tom, you're over 50 years old. What are you doing seeing Mary?
No, they were looking at him because he had an umbrella in his zipper and he was going chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheree. My name is Tom Mongelli, and you wanna.
You let me know when
I
you
didn't
want.
say anything sketchy that time.
Let
We
me
talked
know
about
when you need
Finding
the
Nemo,
saxophone to bring out
Mary Poppins,
the only thing I can play.
and what's another movie that Thomas Mongelli might go see?
Something to do with food. Is there a pasta movie? A movie about pasta? Rigatoni? Macaroni?
Rigatoni, macaroni.
Tom, if he was on the line, he would know
Tom's
1,000
horrific.
movies that have something to do with food.
That's it. What's up, Shay Shay?
Who are all these people over there?
These are my family right here. My family-friendly people that like when I talk sketchy, right? Should we talk sketchy? He wants
No.
me to talk family stuff.
if
We're
you're
talking
funny-
Finding Nemo.
If you're
and
funny,
Mary
you can be
Poppins.
funny clean. Anybody
Yeah.
can be funny dirty. I
Not
could go off
anybody.
I could go off into a dirty
I
rant.
know a lot of people who could try to be funny, nasty, and it doesn't work.
But we've had a tradition on the show, and I don't want to lose our fan.
You got it. All right, so we're going to talk.
Okay, Kathy, we're going to clean it up now.
We can clean up now. Forget all that. Make sure you put all the proper edits in because we don't want nobody to know about Tom Mongelli's nastiness in movie theaters because he's just disgusting and he already has cat feline AIDS.
There's a vaccine for that.
I like to put him
Yeah.
on the spot.
But he needs like 20 of them, because a cat is like, what does a cat weigh? I had a cat that weighed 9 pounds.
Didn't he just say he wanted to be family friendly and now he's trying to drag me in? Every time
No,
I try
if
to get
you're
out,
a-
he tries to pull me back in.
If you're a veterinarian listening from any country, would you please call in and let us know approximately how many?
If you want to know how a
feline
man
leukemia-
gets feline AIDS, call me at 609-807-2492 and I'll tell you.
And if you're in the tri-state area
Bob's
and
Burgers,
need
baby.
minor surgery, please call Doug at Doug.
If you want a free,
It's $129.
if you want a free Funny for No Damn Reason T-shirt, I want the funniest comment of who he looks like. Look at his face
Stop it.
and say who he looks like.
Stop it. I don't want to be known as being funny.
Bob's
for the way-
Burgers.
I don't want to be known as being funny for the way I look. It's already happened to me.
When did that happen, Doug?
I'd been performing at a club. I won't say where. I'd been performing at a club for like 3 or 4 years, and I finally had dinner with the person running the show,
Okay.
private dinner.
Okay.
And she said, for the 4 years you talk so soft, I could never hear anything. And
That's
I'm like,
because
but
people
those
in
people were
vans
always
that are down by
laughing.
the river, that's the way they talk.
But they were, and I realized the audience was laughing at me, and if they couldn't hear me, it meant they were just laughing at me.
They were laughing at you.
And there was
not
like
with
no
you.
reason to tell them stories. I should just go up and have them laugh at me.
That was a good tearjerker. That's what the show needed. It needed to get to the heart of something.
Like the end of the movie Shane.
I never heard of Shane.
Oh, a cowboy movie.
Like the end of Finding Nemo.
I didn't see Finding
Nemo
Nemo.
Poppins.
Tom, will you
Nemo
please call in and
Poppins.
let us know how Nemo ends?
Nemo
Spoiler alert, people. Oh, Doc, did you get those posters I sent? Can you put them up?
Put up the posters I
Tom,
sent you to. The other posters.
Don't put up
those
his. Just put up mine.
No, put up my posters. I have some good ones.
Put up his good posters.
I put up a picture of Doug when we went polar bear swimming. We call it 2 belly buttons. I was clean. I didn't say anything. I said 2 belly buttons.
Anyone who would like to call in and talk to Gerald on
Please call.
his premiere and final performance on Funny Talk with Mongelli and Max.
609-807-2492, and I will tell
have,
you if you will find love.
We have 27 minutes for me to say goodbye, and thank you for being on the show.
MIC.
I'm gonna offend
Jesus.
I'm going to offend the...
You're Jewish. Don't say that, please. Say this.
He was actually Jewish. You know that, right?
know that now.
Not a particularly good one.
I don't know. You seem pretty good to me.
I'm not a particularly good Jew either.
Look,
But I'm pretty handy with carpentry.
Look, there's a bunch of families listening right now. They love Jesus, and you messing up. You better off talking about Tom Mongelli's Nemo penis than to be talking about the Lord.
Seriously, you think it's better than... It's okay to talk about...
Nemo penis versus talking about Jesus. Call us now, 609-807-2492, and we will find out if there's love in your future.
I don't know. I
always wanted
believe
to be on one of those shows. I'm Cleo.
So listen, we've got this thing coming up with Tom, our co-host, my co-host. What's his name?
Call us at 609-807-2492 and find out which venereal disease Doug Max
Stop
has.
it! And I don't believe that fish have those things. I believe they
Fish
just...
have what things?
I'm not going to say the word.
Let's go. Give it up for our... wait, what is your job here? Where'd he go? What do you do here?
I'm the co-founder and producer
Nice. He is the founder and producer
with Gino.
with Gino. Okay, of the whole thing? Oh, nice. That's the big man right there. That's the man. I want my own show called 609-807-2492. Anything you want to know about anybody's anus.
Meanwhile, at Ben's and Wilshire Comedy Group presents Latkes and Laughs with Funny Talk with Mongelli and Mac's own
Yes.
Tom Mongelli.
Yes.
Ben's Bayside, Saturday, March 14th, 2020, 7 p.m.
Yes.
And that should be a wonderful show, wonderful food.
Clean, family,
Kosher style.
kosher style. So it'll
Keep
be
your pickle in your pants.
Call us at 609-807-2492 and find out if Doug puts his hearing aid up his ass, if he can really hear a lot of shit that's going on. Shoot, a lot of shoot that's going on. We got a lot of shows coming up. Me and Doug are going
For
to
our
produce some shows
international
together.
radio listening audience, I am shaking my head.
I apologize to that family in Hawaii and that poor little boy who has nothing to do but listen to two middle-aged men talk about Doug's anus. I'm sorry, little fella. Life is going to get better.
Okay, here
or
we go.
worse.
Here we go. So
All
once
right.
again,
We're rocking.
ladies and gentlemen, if we have offended you in any way, please write
We
to
are
us
so sorry.
at funnytalkmm@gmail.com, and we
call
will
us.
return to you a complaint form that we would like you to fill out.
Yes. Or call us at 609-807-2492.
You'll need to
and
remember
find
the
out, hey,
particular
what's that on my
offending
toe?
What did you remind me of? There was something. Oh, we ought to get back to grooming. I thought we should dedicate.
Man titties.
Who was your favorite old time comic?
My favorite.
Let's go there.
Doug's like, "Ah!"
instead of grooming tips.
Okay.
Yeah, trimming fingernails.
Let's see.
You
My
go
favorite.
through the 10 and you're done with it, right?
Who's your favorite non-famous comedian?
You.
See, when he said
You're famous around the area,
See
but
what-
you're not world.
call
you
us
know.
at 609-807-2492.
And you, Gerald,
to
who-
find out
What non-famous
happen
comedian do you know? Do you like
when
more
me
than
and Doug
anyone
get
else?
off camera.
What comedian do you like more than anyone else? That
More than
isn't
anyone
famous
else
like
that's
me?
just a regular dude.
Like-
I
like me.
like.
Doug Mack. Like
I like Grizel Cabrera, who is out in London rocking out. She is one of the funniest females I know. I know a lot of funny females. She's up there. She's really good. Miss you, Grizel. Hopefully you'll be coming back to do shows with us again. Call us at 609-807-2492
Has she relocated
and find
to
out
London?
if Doug really has a superfluous third nipple.
I do not, but I get the reference.
Well, he's got one on his back. It looks like a nipple.
Okay, I'm gonna get dressed now. Gerald, would you do the same, please? Okay.
We've had fun. We'd also like to send a shout out to our newest sponsor, Negro Cream. Put it anywhere you want. Makes you smell good. Makes your penis bigger. Negro Creams. Call us at 609-807-2492. And let's boogie into the woogie till 4 a.m.
Doc, do you hear sirens out there?
609-807-2492.
Now, you know something? If I had said that,
You
if
can't
I
say
had said
Negro
that-
term. You'd have had to say like shalom juice.
yeah.
Shalom juice when you want it to be cut off a little bit at the tip, but still
Stop it.
delicious.
Oh my God.
Kosher penis. 609-807-2492. What do you want to do? This is
Jew cream. You get bind. It's perfect.
get the biles.
And it's lovely to make a lovely brisket, let me tell you.
609-807-2492 is time for the quiet storm.
So, so how were you raised religiously? Clearly, we need a little refresher. So, can I ask what your religion was growing up?
Atheism.
Seriously, growing up?
609-807-2492.
See, I had to grow to that. I grew to that through Reform Judaism. Then
Yes.
I became agnostic, and then I became a devout atheist. So, may I ask where you practice your atheism? Do you belong to an
I
atheist
practice it on a
church?
small star in my basement.
I got
Remember
I
that?
got
Those
it.
were
That's
the
a
good old
good
days.
place.
How come Damien was never black? How come he's always a little white boy in the
Oh,
movies?
wait a minute. You're doing a musical reference.
Oh Lord, here we go. He's back down by the lake in the van watching the girls.
Here, would you
jog
hum
by.
the Damien thing? Let's see how close I can get to it by ear.
Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, 666. If Doug's sex life had a sound, that was just
This is
it.
my sax life.
That's how Doug. He knows one tune. That's how Doug orgasms. Oh. 60
How does that do over the radio?
609-807-2492 if you want to make Doug make that sound.
Okay.
That's it. We have a call. We have a call.
We're sorry. Hello, caller. Who's on the air? Who's on with us?
Carlos Vera.
Carlos, what's up, baby?
Oh,
This is the family-friendly
happening?
show, so no talk about Doug's penis or anus
Stop
or
it!
anything. Okay, what's going on, Carlos? Talk to us.
I would like to order 2 jars of that Negro cream.
Ooh, would you like the Shalom juice too? We can throw that in for you.
That's right.
That's
Or
right.
If it's not going to be extra.
It puts a shine on your rumpus.
Can you
Nice.
just tell me because I'm deaf?
Nice.
Yes.
Who is this? Is it
Carlos, with every bottle of
Carlos
Negro
who?
cream.
Vera?
That's Carlos Vera.
Yes.
Okay, I
Carlos
didn't
Vera.
recognize your voice. Hey, Carlos, how are you, buddy?
How you doing, Doug?
It's
What's
been
happening,
too
brother?
long. It's
For
been too
today
long.
only, Carlos, when you get a bottle of Negro cream, you get a few of my...
You're what?
pubic hairs. Call us at 609-807-2492, and we'll give you anything you ask for. Any body part of Doug's is yours. You ask us, we will take it off and mail it to you. Thank you. I'm taking over Hamilton Radio tonight. Carlos Vera, stay with us. Are you going to stay with us, Carlos?
Oh, Doug, man.
Yes.
Doug, you're going to have to take a hot shower after this.
Woo! Carlos, get him, Carlos.
I want to take one right now.
Carlos, what did you think of his saxophone solo?
Did you know I could play sax?
You had to read up on Gerald before inviting him over.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, you have to do your research.
Oh, I did. So here. So Gerald,
Yes, sir.
you are a comedian.
Yes.
Oh.
He's trying to divert me, Carlos. He's trying to take me away from what we're supposed to be
I
doing
want to
here.
take you to someplace far away. Someplace.
Oh God, he's gonna play the Wizard of Oz again.
Oh, my God.
That's somewhere over the
You
rainbow.
see?
Let's go.
He chases women in the
Let's go.
park
You
while
can get all the
humming that.
Skittles you want there.
Ooh, Skittles. Now we're
Gerald,
talking with
can you
every
play
bottle
the
of Negro
rusty
cream.
trombone?
I can play a little bit, just a little bit. Just a
So
little something,
seriously,
something.
though,
Carlos,
if you
what you
really,
been up to, man?
if you really had a cream by that name, what would it do?
I told you it's for every orifice. You put it on anywhere you
Okay,
want.
stop.
And first of all, it de-ashes because anything black cream has to de-ash, so you will be glossy wherever you put it. Imagine an anal cavity with just that bit of shine on it. Imagine how that'll set your night off.
Doc, do you have like a vomit bag out
the cops
there?
would immediately stop and frisk you when you wear that Negro cream.
Of course, they're gonna frisk you.
Stop it, everybody! Turn off the radio.
They're gonna be
Shut
like,
it
"Yo,
down.
I was gonna give
Shut
you a
it
ticket,
down."
but when I see the sheen on your buttocks, I have to let you go and give me a bottle of Negro cream with a little bit of that Shalom juice." Yeah.
Sold.
You know, I'm thinking of. You remember Eddie Murphy and Joe Piscopo did Frank Sinatra and the Old Jew singing together or something like that?
Yeah.
Ebony and Ivory.
You remember that, Carlos, back in the
Ebony
day?
Ivory.
That could be like us.
Ebony.
And with him, he could be the third key.
That's
You know,
it. Carlos, you could
could
be
be the
our
pedal. He
superfluous
could be the
third nipple
pedal.
tonight, Carlos.
Yeah, what was that?
Now, Carlos can actually sing, though. He was actually part of an R&B group back in the 90s. So he's actually got a voice.
Let's hear it.
Back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Give us something, Carlos.
hear
Give
it.
us something.
No. I'm not singing. Play
Carlos,
that
you got
trombone or that
to do
sax
it.
you got over there.
We got Doug on the rusty trombone, banging it out. He'll give you some music. Give him.
That's a very hard note to play.
Hell yeah. If he gets on his knees and plays that note, it's gonna blow your bottom out. It's 2 bottles of Negro cream right in the old anus area. Yes, 609-807-2492. We are doing it all night. We're gonna run the show till the wee hours of the morning.
$23.95 to P.O. Box 65.
Taking all donations.
Hamilton, New Jersey 07834. Order now and get an extra bottle of Negro cream
and Shalom
Negro fragrant oil.
juice. We're taking all donations. We're up all night. We're gonna have all kinds of
you know
entertainment
something?
for you.
I don't feel
Yes.
good about having said that. I am very close to some black
You're
people.
breaking them in, Gerald. You're breaking
And
them
you-
in.
We're getting
And you
Doug there.
draw-
We're getting there, Doug.
you
By the
drew
time we
this
finish
into
the
me.
15th hour of our donation show tonight, we're taking all donations. 609-807-2492. You call us now. You get the donation. We're helping all little white children over in
Yes, speaking
Hawaii
of that,
are watching
speaking
the
of
show
that.
to get a TV that doesn't show this show. We're helping them tonight. We
This
need your
Saturday
donation.
night,
Negro
I will be
cream.
performing along with Tom Mongelli and some other
Shalom
wonderful
Juice.
comedians at the Stanko Stage in Flemington.
Stanko
And
Stage.
I learned that we're allowed to sell stuff.
There's a lot of
so
shit
I
going on
brought-
at Stanko Stage.
But I don't have anything to sell, like a CD.
You need
So
to sell Negro cream and Shalom
I'm
juice.
going to bring along socks.
I'll
I've
make
got
it up
some
for
of
you.
I'm going to bring along some of my old socks.
Negro cream's
I
easy to
brought
make.
one.
It's made from the testicles of large black men.
I have some socks I can donate from my teenage son if you want.
Yeah, we need Freedom to come down here and do some musical tracks. Freedom, let's give Freedom a shout out. Freedom is Carlos' son.
Radio
He
audience,
makes the-
I'm looking for a sock and there.
Doug's got a sock.
So what I'm thinking of doing
and
is
it's-
selling them after the
and,
show
and the sock is
for
crispy hard.
$1 a piece.
If that sock hits the floor, it'll shatter
$1
like
a
glass.
piece, 3 for $5. Stop it!
You can sell my son's socks. It's like a boomerang.
Doug's sock.
Stop it! What's wrong with you people?
We were talking.
Nobody listening has any idea what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Doug, when we're done, they're going to be like, we want Carlos and Gerald here every week talking about Negro cream and Shalom juice while playing the saxophone, the rusty trombone. Yeah! Send your donations to 609-807-2492, and we will send you a part of Doug's body. Whatever you want. Toes, nose, hips, knees, whatever you want.
Do you know Jews have to keep all the parts of their body so that we can be buried in a Jewish cemetery?
So they can be resurrected.
I can't even
and be
get
in proper
a
form.
tattoo. Did you know that?
No, you can do whatever you want. You can
Well, I can do whatever
You
I
can
want.
follow those stringent dumbass rules if you want, or you
then
can
I
just
might
say,
not-
"Hey,
But I
let me
might
get some
not
Negro
get.
juice, and I'm just going to do what the hell I want." You know, you can drink it too.
There was a small chance that I was going to heaven before the show because I took care of my 96-year-old
Doug, we can
dad.
promise you weren't on your way to heaven before the show.
I've been taking care of my 96-year-old POW dad.
Yeah, he's going to hell with you. So
No, he is not.
the both of you are going to be down there. It's going to be warm. And guess what? We're going to be doing Funny Talk Radio from hell. 609-807-2492. Get your seats in hell because the show is fire. It's fire. Get your Negro juice. Get your Shalom juice.
So on a 1 to 10 scale, how sorry are you that you agreed to do
I
this?
am enjoying myself, and the longer I'm here, the more I enjoy it. We're going to do a 24-hour show right here. Donation 609-807-2492. We're going to help a white child get to a black neighborhood. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to change the whole program up. Usually they take little black kids out to the country. We're going to send little rich white kids from the country to the hood. Let's do it. 609-807-2492. Let's send a white child to the hood. Let's do it.
You need a name. You need a good marketing name.
We need a good marketing name.
Oh, just maybe
We'll call it Help Me
to the
They're
Hood.
Killing Me.
We'll call it To the Hood.
To the hood, to the hood, to the hood. That's what we're going to do.
To the
609-807. If you want your white child to go to the hood, 609-807-2492. Send in a donation.
My
We'll send your
youngest-
white child on a bus right down Newark, New Jersey.
I used to
it's going to be a
drive
party
my-
all night long, baby. All night long.
I used to drive my son to the hood all the time.
That's what I'm talking about.
And
Doug is my man.
He would-
Doug's
he
going to
would-
hell.
He would go skateboarding. So he'd go
gonna
to
be playing the
he'd go to
saxophone
the
in
hood.
hell.
There were some great spots, and he was actually once robbed in Harlem skateboarding.
Nice. Why do you have to be in Harlem? Why you had to
That's
be
where he
riding
wanted to
Harlem?
go skateboarding. There was
See,
a,
that's
there was a
foul.
thing he
Carlos,
wanted
what do
to
you think?
skate
What do you think of where Doug's going with this? Do you see an air of racism just zooming up on the Funny Talk Radio show?
Dude, does he see
don't
racism
know.
from me?
It's bad enough we
What
don't
are you
have
doing in
any
Harlem?
black listeners. We have no
Oh,
black
we never
listeners on Funny
told
Talk.
we never told the listeners that you're black.
Well, hopefully they're
Because if they
watching
thought you were
on
white
Facebook.
and they heard you, no,
I have
most
a
of
Charlie
our
horse in
audience,
my right leg.
most of our audience is radio, not Facebook. They don't
right.
know. They've tuned us out. They think we are the racistest.
If you're black and you're listening to
They're not
Funny Talk with
anymore.
Mongelli and Doug, please
They
hit us
thought
up at
you were white and a
609-807-2492. Let's make this a black radio station. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight. 609-807-2492. We're going to turn this into Negro Radio, where we sell all products, all black
Can
people.
I tell you, I
all
always
the
felt
time.
awkward about the NAACP.
Oh, shit.
Because I thought
Here
it
we
was
go.
inappropriate that they had,
Oh, boy.
colored in the name. I did a joke about that.
Oh, my
Isn't that
God.
inappropriate?
Carlos, are you in there?
Yep.
You-
Yeah, I am. Doug is the Tina Marie of radio.
Doug is running
Carlos.
Breitbart up here.
Carlos, my friends at the auto shop, they I'm deaf, but they one time they were calling me, and I thought they were calling me Morty Cohen. I'm like, no, my name isn't Morty Cohen. It's Doug Max.
Call us at
Somebody call us.
609-807-2492 if you're in the Klan or
Morty
if you
Cohen,
are in the
Cohen.
Aryan Nation. Please call us 609-807-2492. If you're racist, please call in right now. Please let us talk and see what we can do to change your mind and make
Hey,
you love.
Doug, by the way, I got to change my gaskets on my my BMW.
Did you do it yourself?
Yep. It took me forever. I thought I was going to kill myself.
Why didn't you call
Nice.
me?
Nice.
I've done like 4 of them.
It's awful.
Next time,
It's the worst experience I ever had.
Carlos, next time you run into that, I I've got 385,000 miles on my car.
Well, if you can teach me how to relearn the, once you put the gasket cover back, I'll drive by your house.
Wait, back up.
This is the funniest sex talk I've ever heard.
On? Did you put it on or not?
I did. I put it back on.
Okay.
But mine has a what they call I have to relearn. There's a motor on top. What they call it? The Valtronic motor.
Yeah.
I have to relearn that. I don't know how to relearn it.
Oh, I don't have that I don't have to do that on my car. You'd have to do that through a computer.
BMW.
You'd have to do it through a computer. What are you an E90?
Mine is still 2007. It's still old. It's still old.
It's an E46?
Yep, it is.
Huh. Oh, a little BMW talk, and we only have 7 minutes to kill now. Wow.
That was
wow, it felt like I had hours.
The best sex talk I've ever heard. They're talking about sticking gaskets in, and I love it. I love subliminal sex talk.
You spend so much time with Gerald today, you're going to end up with sickle cell.
Oh, he's going to end up with a lot of stuff. He's going to get sickle cell. He's already got eczema.
For those of you listening on the radio,
going through the roof right now.
That do not worry about me. I'm wearing a 0.2 micron air filter.
Is that the name of a condom brand?
It's a face mask.
Doug doesn't believe in condoms. I'm just letting you know, ladies. For all the lady fans out there, 609-807-2492. If you want to find out how many venereal diseases this man has caught in 2019, call right now. The numbers are astronomical. Welcome back.
And thank you, Ben from Staten Island, for the pledge of $5.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You can't have a Jewish guy on the show and not do the Welcome Back Carter theme. You just can't do that. And we got the original Gabe Cotter up here, a.k.a. Doug Max. Doug Max, did we have an incredible show tonight?
We still, it won't be if we don't do another 6 incredible minutes.
Doug, if it was up to me, we'd do 6 incredible
So
hours.
I want an audience, by the way. So these are 2 comics that go back to my earliest days in comedy. Carlos Vera, I don't know why I
Carlos,
liked him
it's been
away.
years. Carlos, we need to get our podcast going.
When I listened
hell,
to Carlos, when I listened to him the first time doing comedy, I thought he was funny.
Ooh.
I thought the same for you.
Ooh.
I can't say that about
That sounds
any
like
other
a little
comic.
slight right there, Carlos.
No, I thought he was funny.
He came for us.
I thought he was funny.
You thought he was funny, or you
thought
think he
was
is funny?
I think I haven't seen him in a while. Are you still funny, buddy? I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's it. We need a show.
a good answer.
Doug Max, Gerald Benford, Carlos Vera. We doing it all night. The Super Comedy Show. 609-807-2492.
A black man, a black man, and a Puerto Rican.
We're
Puerto Rican, a black, and a Jew walk into a comedy show. Guess what happens? 609-807-2492.
And find out.
They get naked and nasty. Gaskets, gas tanks, and buttholes. Yeah, that's the name of the show. Gaskets, gas tanks, and buttholes. Can we do it, Doug?
That sounds like a law office.
That sounds like a
Doc, is that
comedy
okay?
show.
Can we do something like that?
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, there we go. Start to write it. Let's get a flyer made. And that's what I'll headline the show, and at the end you give me a rusty trombone. Boom, show sells out. 609-807-2492. If you want that show to happen, call us right now.
So, listening audience, something you should understand. After
5 minutes left.
about 12 or 13 years in comedy, things start to happen to people.
His penis doesn't get hard anymore. Keep going.
That's what happens when you
I'm
don't take care of your syphilis.
I'm looking at him. I'm shaking my head. Family friendly. How many different times? How many different ways? What other words? What words should I have been using?
Wait, say that last comment again, Carlos, because Doug was talking.
That's what happens when you don't take care of that syphilis.
There you go, Doug. We told you, Doug. You got to make that appointment.
So I'm the one with the problem.
You're the one with the problem. You got mushrooms growing all over your penis. That doesn't tell you something. I need to go make an appointment.
Do you know how White Castle has holes in them? They call them flavor holes. Those little fungus, those little fungus growths.
Flavor holes. That's the name of our next show.
Those are pleasure buds.
I love the way we keep pulling Doug in. Doug's like, stop doing that. Let's talk about flavor holes.
And pleasure buds.
My first stint of syphilis came from flavor holes.
And bringing you out the mellifluous tones of Doug Max and his saxophone of shame.
Yeah, Doug did it. Doug.
Is that the only
He's trying to stifle me right now. And real quick, if you call us at 609-807-2492,
Did you ever tell us
Doug
you've
will
got
show you
1
his
minute.
home remedies to get rid of venereal diseases.
You've got
He has
1
a great
minute
one.
to tell us your favorite comic.
Baking
that people would
soda.
know.
Wait. Baking soda, pickle juice, a little bit of salt, hot sauce, and a sprinkle of cat litter, and you can get rid of any venereal disease. This is on Doug's website. Ouch, that hurts. Check it out. OuchThatHurts.com. Doug Max. How to get rid of every venereal disease. Now, what was the question again?
And for those of you that aren't able to find that link, it's right beneath the my discussion on modern day sexual perversions called "That Doesn't Go There."
/flavor holes. We've had a wonderful night tonight. My
Who's
name
your
is Gerald
favorite comic?
Benford.
Before
My
we,
favorite
they
comic is
wanna know.
Carlos Vera because he was nice enough to call in. Thank you for calling in.
Oh, buddy,
to
we needed you.
Funny
Carlos.
Talk Radio
No
with
problem.
Gerald Benford,
No
starring
problem.
Doug Max. We had a
You're
wonderful
welcome
show
to
tonight.
call in anytime, Carlos. Particularly if Gerald happens to be on or calling in. You
Will I
call
be
in,
invited back?
We'll bump him off. You know you're not being invited back. You know why you're not being invited
Because
back.
Carlos is
I'm
not
gonna
in
write
studio
you,
with us.
I'm going to write you why you're not being. I'm going to Facebook Live why you're not being allowed back.
Carlos, can you come in the next show and we do this like both of
Carlos,
us
we
in
would
here?
like you. We've
Next-
had a. We've
Next
tried.
Next time you have a show, we'll
Let's do it.
No,
Let's
Carlos,
do it.
How about that?
just you. He
Come on, you got to have me if you're going to have Carlos
You're
up
gonna
here.
be
We're going to
your-
do a song
you
dedicated to Doug Max called
I think you could.
It
be the
Only
last-
Hurts the First Time.
You might be the last black person on our show ever, and for people that say you're racist, I'll play this show and they'll go, okay, I understand now. You're well within your rights. I get it. We know why you want it to go a little lighter, and now why you will want Carlos on and not Gerald.
And get your copy of Doug's new record called
You're not allowed on the show anymore, and any black person would understand it. Get out! The show's over. You've lost our entire. Nobody's. And they thought you were white, being totally racist.
and check Doug
And I
Max's.
forgot they're listening on the radio. I should have said you have a.
Doug
I don't
Max
know if
is
you,
working on his new comedy record. Next time, pull out. It's going to be a hit. Call us at 609-807-2492.
I'm going to do another one called Black Like Him. Where I'm going to play this back and I'm going to transcribe Gerald's portion. And the next time I perform stand up, if you want to come to the Stangl Stage, Flemington, this Saturday
Stank
night,
ass stage. It's going to be the
or
darkest.
come to JR Cigars, I'll be in Whippany on Route
Yes.
10 Friday night at 7. I am going
Definitely.
to take the transcript. My entire set will be nothing but reading about the filthy, disgusting, anti bigoted, racist
was-
things Gerald said.
Except for Flavor Holes. That was yours. Flavor Holes was all yours.
No, I was.
that was Doug's.
But we're going to end this show family friendly. We had a wonderful,
And Gerald is going to sing the Funny Talk with Mongelli and Max theme song as I play us out mellifluously
we're going to play
with the saxophone.
Doug Max song. Ouch, that hurts. You better not put that in there. Ouch, that hurts. I'm still wearing my underwear. You're gonna make me cry, you make me hurt. I'ma tell you now, and I wish I had on a skirt. Welcome to the Doug Max Hour on Funny Talk. Yeah!
Start
Woo!
Start
Oh
getting
my
you.
God! That actually was
That was pretty dope. That was
Funny
pretty
Talk
dope.
with Mongelli and Max has been sponsored by J. Irwin Productions. If you're interested in comedy, please write to Jack at jirwinproductions.com. Look for him on Facebook.
We're also sponsored by many different types of lubes. When you need to get a little slippery, call us at 609-807-2492, and we will wet it up for you. Doug Max on Funny Talk Radio.
And now,
Donations are coming in.
And now Father Fitzpatrick with his show, coming back to the Lord.
Coming back to the. That is the filthiest thing that was said the whole night. The absolutely filthiest. A priest coming. Doug, you have taken the show to a new low. I want to apologize to all the children of Hawaii that are listening right now. We tried to make this family friendly, and Doug just got utterly disgusting. We're sorry, Father O'Halley Mally McHanahan.
Okay, buddy.
It was disgusting.
Thank you for pointing.
Let the Lord be thy guide. Doug's going to hell anyway, so.
Comedy, folks, come back.
All
2
live
weeks.
a little better. We can have
Later,
a better
guys.
night knowing that.
I'll
Carlos,
go put
next
some
time.
laundry, away. So.
Carlos, thank you so much for
Peace.
calling in and hanging with
Doc,
us.
do you have
Come
soap?
back the next time.
I need soap. I need a lot of soap, Doc.
He's still being nasty. He's going to make flavor holes out of soap. Stick him up Father O'Malley's ass.
I
You're
think
disgusting. I'm
Sign
leaving.
off.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Gerald. Loved it.
Check me out, GeraldB.com. I'm out. I love you.